Let's see if it worked this time. Trying to stream again. And it looks like we are zero streaming tonight because we already did a survival guide that will never be published. And it just did not work out. Oh, and it did work. All right, so earlier we did a survival guide, how to survive Highway 1, Gran Turismo 7 survival guide experience, and it was a success. We finished in third, so we got a top finish there. Let's just see if I can actually get into this live. We've got one in, so we did a whole live. It didn't function whatsoever. And let's see if this... All right, Ronan, great if you can make it. We've got 3 in, so yeah, this time it worked, but for whatever reason, we just couldn't get our normal weekly race in. I thought I was streaming for a while. No one showed up, and I said, well, it's either very unpopular since it's December 26th, or the stream's not working. So I talked the whole way through it, but we did have some fun. This should help the actual race fill up. Good luck. 20 speed. Oh, Noob has 3 fractured fingers. Oh my goodness. So Noob, watch out. Good luck. We won't start the qualifying yet. We'll let a few more in. And one of the big things I found quite surprising with Highway 1 is -2 seem to be getting me faster laps. I'm going to try it here on Watkins Glen because there's not a whole lot of trail braking. I find that the turn, well, there can be, and ideally you adjust it because the last, let's go through this. So here, full throttle. So no, doesn't matter whether you're -2 or +2. And even on +2, we still wore out on Highway 1 the front inner wheel. So if we're going to wear down that front inner wheel or passenger wheel quickly anyways, might as well have the faster braking power. Because +2, +3, +4, all great for trail braking. -2, fantastic for some late minute survival braking. Always seem to be able to get back on the throttle before that inside marker. Dark J, welcome in, mate. That wasn't very pretty. Now once we do a proper lap, we should be getting to that marker at the 55-second mark to have a relatively quick lap. So no real huge need to brake balance, trail brake there. So last minute braking, good for there. And here as well, we've got someone's internet causing all sorts of problems up ahead. That one guy, Lieutenant, that one guy. So sorry, that's why we didn't start up at 9. I started at 9. I got the 9 o'clock race in on Highway 1. Had a great survival guide, but all by myself. It never will be published. So sorry for being late, but not late. So it'll take maybe just a little longer here to fill up the usual roster. And that's just because we didn't have a 15-minute to half-hour prior time to the YouTubers versus subscribers. So this is part 2. Jumping straight to part 2 with no part 1. Whew. That was trippy. Very, very trippy. So unfortunately, Lieutenant has got to... was that Lieutenant that we just passed, or was it Z06K? Let's see, can we get up to that section? Sorry, we're not 55 seconds. Was it 105? Yeah, it must be 105, the goal to get up through that marker right there. Yes, 105, as 107 is still too slow. Brennan making a great point. Racing is an art. Keep it clean. Only weird artists use fecal matter as some sort of like artistic expression on canvas, and it's disgusting. Or performative art. Let's see what type of time we can get for this lap. All right, a 1:48. Hey, Forza Canada, welcome, mate. All right, so let's see who we've got in the house tonight. Oh, that's interesting. I think that's the car that's having the glitching problem. Or was it Z06? No, Z06 internet seems somewhat glitchy, but mostly okay. Yeah, that's going to be a little problem. That's a little too glitchy. All right, so unfortunately, sorry, mate, but you gotta go. You're glitching out too much. Oh, it might have been Lieutenant, that one guy. Same exact car. Oh, they're both from the LT team. Well, we'll leave them in and see how it goes. Hopefully it's not too horrific. Good luck, JCCR noob, and good luck, everyone. Keep it clean. And let's get to qualifying. Oh, Super Doofus will be here soon. All right, so let's wait for the qualifying lap. Try to catch the glitchers here. All right, so he's in pits. He's in pits. So we can't find out who's the big-time glitcher. The Dark J running a pretty nice livery, if I may say so myself. Super Doofus, thank you very much. So I will get this started right up. Let's get right to qualifying. Hope you're all ready to put the pedal to the metal, because in 5 seconds, that's exactly what we're going to be doing at Watkins Glen. I feel like I'm cheating on Dano here, because this is both Dano and I's favorite race. It's always fun to try to follow Dano and stay on him for this whole race. So not a whole lot of trail braking to do on this track. Ideally, we would adjust it. Get this 911 up to 139 miles per hour. I believe the 296 Ferrari GTB gets up to about 144 before topping off. Alright, how do you nail this hill section? I think that line's not too bad if I can repeat it. Irritable bowel syndrome awareness, alright. Our lap is about to be completed, so it's our next lap that will count. All right, let's see what kind of lap we can get. Here comes our hot lap. So probably have trail braking. It'd be nice to adjust it from the steering wheel, be able to drop to +2 or even +3 for turn 1, and then after back to -2, so we can have better stopping, more efficient stopping power for the bus stop, as we want to brake as late as possible. Hey, B. Williams is back. Fantastic. try to get into third for the bus stop. Just have a lot of control over the rotation. All right, let's see. How do you get through this? Maybe just quick braking at the bottom of the hill. Oh, a little trail braking there wouldn't be so bad, as braking almost sent us off course, and we're about 1.5 seconds too slow for the first 3/4 of the race. Like having the strong braking, so I feel like that's a little bit of a tight turn to be trying to trail brake. That's when you start braking from the outside, or well, essentially you brake as you move from the outside to the inside. And what are we gonna pull? A 148.5. Let's see how that stacks up against the rest. Hey, Daniel. Welcome in, mate. All right, so JCCR Ronan getting a 147.2. And surprisingly, I might keep this 4th position. Oh, Brennan hasn't clocked in yet, so I think I'll be getting pushed in just a moment. Oh, there we go. 20 speed jumps ahead of us. Kick Z06, thank you very much for the tip, Bren. Oh, those B-rated safety drivings. Thank you very much, Out of This World Gaming, for the feedback. Oh my goodness, Super Doofus, well done. You put in the hard work, you persevered, and you got that lap to be faster. All right, so next race there'll absolutely be room. And let's see here, B. Williams will be catching, hopefully stay around B. Williams. He'll be here for the next race. And here we go. Problem solved. Oh, absolutely, B. Williams. No worries at all. Glad that you've made it in. I'm sorry, there's going to be 4 laps here because there's qualifying. People can't, unfortunately. I don't think they can just jump back in. But yes, absolutely. Welcome back, B. Williams. Hopefully you're working on some projects and moving it forward in the right positive direction in your life. Would love to hear about it. Feel free to share as little or as much as you're comfortable with. Very good to see you. Absolutely. Welcome back, B. Williams. It's funny, just recently I made a little kind of like a miss that B. Williams joke. I kind of teased myself, really. I said, well, maybe B. Williams hasn't been back because I kept saying Brittany Williams. So I can understand if my joking got you to leave, unfortunately, because I always almost always joke and mean it as harmless fun. When I said or, and here's the joke part, or it actually is Brittany Williams, and she's off on vacation, kind of like a work vacation, I guess, because they're still posting YouTube videos. All right, cutting on the inside. See what we can do. We can definitely learn following JCCR Ronan. He'll show us some clean, safe, smart, and very fast driving. Give us some examples of finding the best lines and what to do when you're in traffic. Oh, and I found a tiny little spot here. If I can just not go so fast that I start sliding across the tracks. It would not be clean of me to take the inside and then slide into someone who's on the outside. Rather quite dirty. All right, we're in the 6th. We got Noob Slayer up ahead. And we're holding it up with these very quick drivers. Let's go from the complete outside, cut in, very little trail braking, especially that we're at -2, so try to get pretty much all my braking in prior. A little more braking than I'd like through there. Trying to look for the window, an open window, and I just can't make it by. Whoa, what was that? That was kind of trippy. All right, I think we're about to make our move on the next straightaway. Let them brake win for you. It's not as smelly as it sounds, but it is quick. Back on the throttle before the turn's done, right in the middle of the S. Dark J's making a move. Noob Slayer also looking for that window now. And in racing, just as in life, don't spend too much time looking at what's behind you, because that will lead to automobile failure by driving into the wall far too often in the real world. Quite possibly a little bit of depression. You don't want to be too worried about the past, nor too worried about the future, because one creates anxiety and the other creates depression. A noob driving with 3 fractured fingers. Thank you for making it in just the same, despite the pain and clearly the difficulty racing. And it is weird because if you drop the torque down on one of these steering wheels, then it's like a whole different game. It's a huge adjustment. So I like to find my comfortable torque range when you first get a new wheel, struggle through the 5 or 6 hours of adjustment or more, and then just keep it consistent. Oh, I left a huge window for Dark J. But he's dropped back. It looks like he's kind of mostly blocking the rear of the pack for me. Batman's gonna let Robin take a win from the looks of it. All right. I'm hanging out with the big boys up here. Super Doofus, it is an incredibly nice livery. Thank you so much for making it. I love it, mate. Thank you very much, buddy. And I left the window open and Bren went right through like a breeze. Just the right amount of wind, not like a breeze that knocks over your dishes in the kitchen. Oof. My goodness, that was close to being a punt. Right on, Super Doofus. Thank you very much for giving a little time and attention to the teammates. Very kind of you. No braking through here. That'd be disastrous for lap time. 147.2 top lap time being pulled by formal credits. Let's see if we can get anywhere near that. So they're having the trail braking capabilities of being at +2 2+3 for the brake balance would have its benefits. Ooh, the Dark J was quite possibly not on the correct tires. This would be an interesting lap to do on 6 laps. Perfect track to do 6 laps with current tire wear, because that means some wild men and women will try to get through on one set. Oh, that was disastrous. We'll try to get through on the original set and really risk their last 2 laps. And others will pit and get faster laps after getting those fresh tires on. The front left tire has taken a beating. That turn seems to be all about maintaining speed, because if you just let go of the throttle completely, you really slow down. Laps are getting slower now that the tires are worn. Not as much grip, but still surviving. Watkins Glen, one of my favorite tracks. Let me know what your favorite track is in the comments. Woo-wee! And we made it in. Mostly accident-free. All right, formal credits picking up first place, followed by JCCR Ronan and 20 Speed, followed by Bren. And congratulations, racers. You pulled some fast times. I believe that was a clean race. I don't think we had problems. I hope we didn't, at least. We lost a few because of bad internet connections. And we lost 1 from some violent driving. So I did not get the clean race bonus. And the Dark J said I'd keep backing off because I kept getting yellow flag notices. I can't pass under yellow. Oh, or you get hit with a big time penalty. That is true. Dom Z saying besser geht immer. I believe that's German. Or possibly Norwegian. And B. Williams saying about IBS.org. Yes, irritable bowel syndrome, if I'm not mistaken. Those are the initials. Unless you're trying to bring awareness to something else. But irritable bowel syndrome is quite unfortunate. And Ronan had a yellow down the front stretch every single lap. Jeez. My goodness. Formal credits. Picking up first place and the fastest lap. Well done. You do pick the next race. You know how it goes here when you win. Choose the next race. Oh, right on. Very cool, B. Williams. So you've been focused on school. Very important. And learning to drive in the real life. Very, very cool. All right, so let's see what the next race is going to be. Dark J and Ronan, sorry for all those yellow flags going on. Oh, I guess it is German from Dom Z. JCCR Devious, good to see you again as well. Ha! Ronan saying he ignores yellow flags, just like yellow, I'm assuming yellow lights. Hopefully you weren't saying, you're talking about lights there. Oh, Brent saying, don't start me at the top again, Johnny. Fair enough. It's, well, it's after the qualifying, right? So if you have, if you want to start at the bottom of the race, you just have to have the fastest qualifying lap. Because we qualify and the slowest start at the top. And we got Daytona coming up as the next race. Ooh, we do love Daytona, don't we? Fantastic. Daytona, the Tri-Oval, of course not. And let's see what we can do in... Do we do 6 laps? Let's do a bit of a longer race. 8 laps. And that means you can either start on mediums, run the whole race on mediums. Probably have to try to run on softs the whole time. So do remember, everyone, hopefully you're watching live so that you know there is tire wear. So the race 1 goes to formal credits. And I believe formal credits. Let's see what if you're rocking the livery here, because I'm not sure if you're running a JCCR livery. And if so, I know so far this week, Monday night, YouTubers versus subscribers, we got the JCCR racing team for the win. Formal credits. That means that is a win for the subscribers. So well done, mate. JCCR, Ronan coming in second for the last race, and second and third, as well as fourth, as well as fifth. We are all running. We're all part of the JCCR, and sixth and seventh, the JCCR team. Noob Slayer, I'd passed him earlier, so he ended up in eighth, but formal credits. So that's 1 for the subscribers, 0 for the racing team. And 20 Speed saying he got, a Borelli cart for Christmas. Do you mean Pirelli, or is it actually Borelli? If it's Borelli, I don't know the brand, and I don't know what a Borelli cart is, but if it's a Pirelli cart, well then I think maybe that's like a, Borelli cart, maybe like a go-kart. That would be awesome. Oh, that'd be so cool. All right, so folks, don't forget, pick out your tires in relation to the fact that we've got 8 laps. I don't like pitting, so what I'm going to do, car settings here, I'm going to throw on mediums. I'm going to try to make all 8 laps without pitting. I'm also going to put maybe a little less power, keep it at 0. Oh, that is so cool. Yes. I think is it an Italian race kart? That is so cool, 20 Speed. Right on. And we've got Kevin King joining the room. I know a Kevin King in the real world, and he's an extremely, extremely fast driver in the real world. I guess, I don't know if you could call it pro racing or semi-pro racing, but just a very fast driver. All right, folks, pick out your tire selection. Do keep in mind, good luck keeping all your tires for 8 full laps on softs. You probably will have to pit, and I don't think you'll have to pit on mediums, so I'm going in with mediums. Let's start the qualifying. I won't practice and test out my tires after 1 lap and try to gauge it. Just gonna cross my fingers here and hope that mediums last the whole race, because if I have to pit on the mediums, that means it'll have been a horrible failure of a pit tire strategy. Now remember, fastest lap is going to start at the bottom, because then as the fastest driver, you get to pass everyone, teaching them how to drive, giving them an opportunity, and really it's your opportunity to coach and mentor. Kevin King's going to do a tire swap and get some wicked fast laps. And Saint is going to try the same strategy, and the rest of us are on mediums. See where the tires are at 0. I think 0 might be a happy compromise here. Mind you, there is one major section of trail braking benefit. Turn 1 gets a huge benefit, I believe, from trail braking. 0, the car's well under control. Yeah, -2, I think he's going to run up these mediums. The front tire is going to wear too much, and I might get stuck having to pit. +2, and I'm really going to be protecting the front tires nicely. Let's try that. +2, because our strategy is 8 laps, no pits. Oh my goodness, I have scrapped my trial lap. Alright, yeah, that lap won't count, so it doesn't count. I think that means We're going to start in last place. Oh no, here we go. This lap, we've got time for one last. Yeah, so trail braking, pretty useful through that turn 1. And Super Doofus is in the house, making it to Daytona. I actually like staying just outside of Daytona, just north at Ormond Beach. Ormond Beach, pretty quiet, no party scene, but some of the best ice cream I've ever tasted at the ice cream shop at the top of the beach. Just off the beach, across the street, just from the plate. Remy races. Yeah, I believe there is space after this race. Because the qualifying has started, so I don't think you can join in just to reserve your spot. I don't think you'll get to race the main race. What kind of lap are we going to be getting here? See if we can actually have the lap count, if we can survive this section. So maybe start braking at 1, just before 1. Alright, JCR noob almost passing me during qualifying. Gotten pretty close behind us. Alright, 151.9. It's not lightning fast, but it's also not horribly slow. Alright, looks like this could be another win for the subscribers. Let's see if our JCCR team can hold up. Oh, Brennan, very nice. 20 speed, we've got a chance. And just waiting for Dark J to make his way home. Yeah, there's Remy. There's position 14th left for you. All right, before the race starts, let's make sure we've got room for Remy. Remy making room for you. All right, so there's your spot, Remy. And let's see what people are driving here. Good luck, everyone. Formal credits, picking up a 148.5. Well done, JCCR. Ronan, very, very close. B. Williams right behind. We've got Saint driving the GTR Nismo. Bren N in Ford GT. Very nice. Well played. 20 speed in the M6 GT3. JCCR a noob in the Ford GT, and I am running the Porsche Star Wars Porsche 911. Let's indeed have a clean race. Absolutely, I second that. Let's get down to business. I hope you're all ready to put the pedal to the metal as we can't start the race. Hold on. Maybe this is Remy. Maybe Remy will be able to race. That would be great if we could get you into the race, Remy. And Remy's in the house. Remy, suggest either pitting on softs, take softs, and pit, or run mediums the whole way. But the important part will be to pick your car quickly. Definitely no need to run hards. I'm sure the mediums will last 8 laps. Hey, the Naughty 92! What is up? Well, I think they're just going to keep Remy in that mode, because I don't think he can race. So, I'm going to start the race. If you don't qualify, I think it means you can't race. Pretty sure. Yeah, okay, 20 speed saying Remy can't race, so I can start it right up. Thank you, 20 Speed, for getting me covered. I appreciate that you're watching, so you guys can keep me on the honest. More knowledge is more power, and that's why you got to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn bell notifications on, because that's what's going to get this content out to much more people. And with more drivers will come, of course, more knowledge. With more knowledge, we've got more power. Ooh, that first gear is geared slow. I guess I was maybe a little slow to take off as well. Well, let's hope this isn't going to be a clustering. I am hugging this wall like nobody's business. Oh, ah! Oh, I was very careful there not to slam myself back onto the track. Risk going off, but better to take myself and just myself off than to slam into a car as I try to try to get back into the proper line. Oh no! Woo! So to the car beside me. Oh my goodness. Oh, not sure what that was about. Maybe he got bumped behind him. Hopefully, oh my goodness. I have a huge blind spot here. Hopefully I didn't bump him and it caused him to jump across me. I certainly hope not. If so, let me know in the comments. I will pull over and wait for you. Don't think so, otherwise I would have pulled over right away, but yeah, there's a possibility that I just couldn't see what's going on in my blind spot whatsoever. Viper, of course, being a true champ of this track. Getting nitrous boost from Brennan, thank you very much. No, and I cooked it. I cooked it hard. All right, lap 2 of 8. And we got King, the K King, with 159.4. Not in a good spot for these banks. You definitely want to be behind a car. Huge, huge, huge benefit if so. And K King in first place. All right, we're closing the gap somewhat with Dom Z in front of us. Still 2 seconds, roughly 2 seconds behind. Still trailing with the same amount of time. And we've now closed up the gap quite a bit, 1.2 seconds. All Alright, complete outside, or not complete outside, but at least get the apex. Can't use the transmissions to slow us down like before. Not nearly as much before. Actually, not much of the using the transmission to slow us down. Not much at all left. All right, 0.9 seconds. We got to get a little closer to maybe take advantage of a slipstream. It looks like we went through there at the same speed as Dom Z. No benefit, no gain. Ooh, and he does an over the top outside pass on JCCR Anub. There we go, there's the apex that we've been looking for. That's what we need to do to close this gap and get some passing in. Mowed a little lawn, a little grass in our diet. Inside pass, and there we go, here we go, here we go. Dropping our time down quite a bit, but the Dark J posting a very impressive 147.4. Well done, the Dark J. But can anyone catch K-King? Looks like tonight is shaping up to be a total landslide for the non-JCCR racing members, the randos in this case. A small chance of getting this into the 149 club. I think we'll be about mid 150. $150 and a half. Love to get this track down to a nice 140s club. I need to get behind the Dark J at some point and just follow all his lines, his brake points, and his acceleration points. No, we'll do, I guess we'll do, I'll have to see what time it is at the end of this race. Currently 10:18, yeah, I guess if we can't get a JCCR teammate, if Ronan can't tie it up, this will be the last race. We'll have a third race if we need the tiebreaker. Make sure to watch the radar before getting back onto the track. Make sure I don't spear someone into another stratosphere. So we had a bit of a sprint race. This race was, I guess, pretty much worth 2 races. We normally do 3 to 4 laps. This is a full 8-lap race with potential pitting. Someone were to run the softs. Lap 6 of 8. Medium tires holding up quite nicely. Just about 2 laps left. Fuel will hold up. That pylon is my pylon from last lap. I've claimed ownership after punting it quite the distance for a field goal. All right, 2 laps left. Ooh, 150.1. We're so close to the 140s club. He's backing the throttle there. Bad time for an itch. Going too faster. Ooh, we might have a 149 on our hands. Just missed it. Ronan getting cheered on so we can have an extra race, a tire breaking race tonight. And I'm still following Dom Z. Dom Z is quick. Come on, Ronan, you can do it, mate. how did I end up here? I've been watching the top of the track. We'll do one last on Dragon Trail. 3 laps. Oh yeah, I got punished there. Wow. Wow. 0.4. Wow. Close win. Close win. All right, so let's get one last race in for the night, and that is 2-0. So it is being led by Team Rando or Team Subscriber 0.4. Wow. Very, very cool. .004. Head to the famous Dragon Trail. Beezer get immer. Does it mean better luck next time? No, I don't. Let's see here. Oh, it can translate to always improving, or it can always be improved, or better and better. Very nice. Or it's always better. Very nice. All right, back to the live stream here. Whew. And Super Doofus running his Tom's Ferrari. It just drank too much gas and he ran out of gas. That is interesting. All right. Don't forget to switch back to your racing soft tires. Oh, JCCR Noob asking if we could do rain sometime. Yeah, that would be interesting. Dom Z, you gotta hit that check mark. Pick your car and get to racing. Because the qualifying is about to start. We've got Remy in here. Qualifying in 10 seconds. Dom Z, you're on the clock, mate. Pick that car, pick those tires, and let's get down to business. Let's put the pedal to the metal. And here we go. I think we probably lost one. Oh, Dom Z has left the room. There we go. He was on his way out. That's why we can't wait forever for people. Yeah, good run, Ronan. That was out of this world. Oh, devious. After this qualifying throw on the soft tires. We're only doing 3 laps here. Very cool, Ronan. I would love to see the playback on that. Yeah, the 911 seems perfect here on 0. Really nice. 911 is really well balanced for this track. 0. Got through there in the 120s, nice clean. And I'm following behind K-King here and surviving. All right, so there's that lap. Time for the hot lap. Got a good mentor in front. Winner of the last race, Mr. INGK King, Kevin King, possibly. Oh, overturned it there. Kind of embarrassing. It's a track I've raced many times. I'm usually pretty fast on. B. Williams, thank you very much for not spearing me into another stratosphere. Very slow through there, 104 instead of where we should be at about a 125 to 128 miles per hour. Have to get that under control. Dark J, 141.8. Well done. Ooh, B. Williams with a 140. Wow. Now I'm 11 seconds behind. Oh, the holidays has me fading. Good luck, racers. Pulled off quite a few mistakes. Oh, devious, don't forget, throw on your soft tires here. All right, let's get down to racing. Hopefully I left everyone enough time to get their tires on. And it looks like I'm Bunny here. All the hands and hugs given over the holidays, and I am fighting a little bit of something here. Well, I wasn't Bunny for long. Pooched the drag race. Yeah, we got the Tomato Supra in front of us. Oh, sorry, Pack. Sorry, friends. I faded off there and it was one turn ahead. gotta watch out for these elevated curbs. Oh, we missed the carnage there. And this puts us in 4th. It is tight. Tight, 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 tight. Took a risky passing there. JCCR noob, I'm sorry if that made you put you in the in comfort or discomfort zone. I'd understand if it did. And I'm sorry I was not watching the radar there. Didn't see that I had someone on my inside. Brennan. Sorry, mate. I think that would be my fault. I don't know. I should know. And I'm glad to learn. If you want to spell it out for me at the end of the race, say it slowly, write it slowly, or be descriptive so I can learn as much as possible why I would have been in the wrong there and what I should do to avoid that. And we got the Dark J in first, and I am quite a ways behind him, 2.9 seconds behind him, and we got a much faster driver behind us. Ooh, and this will be go, 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 Brennan. This is your time. Ah, true. Overturned coming back on the tracks. I didn't want to slam into Brennan as I came backside. The steering wheel turned quite a bit, and when you don't want that to happen, you're getting back on track. If you don't have anyone possible in your area of driving, the key is to no gas, no throttle, getting back on track, and just hold the steering wheel as straight as possible. Try to redeem myself by getting through the death chicane safely and in the 120s. Okay, so well enough. Well, what a race. Started at the top. It was in about 6th or 7th. Made it back into 2nd. And then finished back in 6th. I was a yo-yo racer. And finished with yo-yo results. All right, JCCR, the Dark J. Congratulations, Bren, and great work. And B. Williams. That is a win for the JCCR team, finishing this night off with 2 for the randos, or the regular non-JCCR racers, and 1 win for the JCCR team. So we have lost tonight. It's Thursday, but that's cool. It's 1-1 for the week. We've tied it up. Friday, tomorrow night, we'll decide the absolute winner of the week. And right now we've got 2 wins for the JCCR 3 wins for the JCCR team over the last 4 weeks. 3 wins for JCCR, 1 win for the Randos. So this week, if you guys win it, come on back so you can win the week and have it be 3-2 overall. Oh, Daniel, very nice. Always good to pick up the clean race bonus. That was a lot of fun. Good to see everyone again. Let's play again sometime, and that would be, well, tomorrow night. And how do I say, where is it? That was a lot of fun. Incredible night, guys. Really well done. That was crazy, but fun. Yeah, there's a big mix-up. Big crash up, which I got huge gains off of. Folks, thank you so much. Hope to see you back again tomorrow night. Blessed to have you all along for the ride. Hope you'll join us to put the pedal to the metal again tomorrow night, starting up at 9 p.m. unless something's going on with the family, in which case, or the internet. Might have to start at 9:30 because I did, like today, did a full 30 minutes of racing over on the highway, did a survival guide, how to survive it, finished in, I believe, 3rd, and none of it seemed 2nd or 3rd. None of it counted. None of it counted. Well, it counted for my racing points. Yes, good night, racers. And if you're looking for board games to play over this holiday season, which you should be, it's a great mental development tool, communication tool, interpersonal buildings tool, good for rhetoric, good for logic. Just overall great fun. Check out Out of This World Gaming with our very own Bren N from the JCCR racing team, the Dark J. Great racing with you, mate. Love it, Daniel, saying have a blessed evening, everyone, and a happy new year. Well, you'll make it back before then, I certainly hope. That's my Porsche 911 in the game, created by our very own Super Doofus Tom. Too bad my real-world Porsche 911 doesn't look that great, but it's a $5,000 endeavor just to get a relatively normal wrap. So imagine what something like that would cost. Great racing today. Hope to see you back. Wish you all Godspeed and God bless everyone. I hope you get to put the pedal to the metal on a car that you love sometime real soon. If it's not in the real world, this is still my favorite way to drive. And if real world driving does interest you, well, do check out Johnny's Car Care and Reviews, where we've got a 2017 Shelby GT350 long-term reviewing, coming into completing our 3rd year of ownership come this month of May. And we've got the 2025 Ford F-150 Tremor, showing me that that truck can take a real hit. And, you know, takes a hit and just keeps on with being a greatest hit, because it is often the most, North America's most sold vehicle, sometimes the world's most sold vehicle. It is quite something to beholding those keys. And we also have the 1991 full-out JDM, Japanese, not just Japanese spec, it's straight out of Japan. It's an OG gangster. The 1991 Toyota MR2, as well as the 1999 Porsche 911, where we answer the question of, can you own a classic European sports car without having your wallet or your wife run out on you? So join that channel, subscribe. We're now over 15,000 subscribers, so thank you to this channel for getting us the subscribers we were missing. And let's try to get to this channel to 1,000 subscribers in the next month, in the next 30 days. That would be great to start off 2026 in month 1 of 2026 with the 1,000 subscribers, so we can actually treat this like a full business for business expenses. God bless, Godspeed, and see you tomorrow night, folks. Thank you for all the help.